What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Giga Chad Books. I'm your host, Giga Chad Books. Today, I have Goldie down here. I'm petting her currently. But we have Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. Look at all those frogs. It's a whole lot of frogs. This book is totally about frogs. Before we start talking about Cannery Row, let's talk about something else real quick. All right. So I've acquired a couple of new plants recently. I have a philodendron right here, I believe. I don't know what kind it is, but it is big and it's got very beautiful leaves. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how this thing grows over time. I have many other plants that maybe one day y'all will get introduced to. So I got that philodendron, and then I also got this new succulent. It's called a flapjack, and it looks like a bunch of pancakes. So you know I had to get it. I'm a big pancake guy, especially if they're made out of bananas. So yeah, those are my new plants. They're pretty cool. Just wanted to tell y'all about them. But I hope that y'all are doing alright tonight. I couldn't sleep, me personally. I tried to go to bed, but I just couldn't, so it's very late. And I was like, why not just go ahead and talk about a book, man? So we're talking about Cannery Row by John Steinbeck again. My freaking goat. I really love John Steinbeck. He's super great. This is a short read. I thought that this book was pretty unique in the way that it's told. You follow this small group of characters. It's really just about two characters, honestly. This guy named Doc, who is like the most interesting man on the planet, and then this other guy named Mac. And it's kind of mostly about them, I would say. And Mac lives with a bunch of other dudes who you come to meet, and I think that it's Eddie, it's Hazel, and it's this dude named Gay. And then there's like this dude like named Huey. You don't really get to know all of them too well, but it's just another good cast of characters from John Steinbeck, and they're all very endearing, and they're good-natured, and they're interesting to get to know. So, I definitely think that John Steinbeck is really good at creating awesome characters, and he builds them really well through dialogue and through just descriptions of their past and stuff. So I feel like all of his books are just so nice to read because of it. Because you know that you're going to get good characters. There's this other guy in the book named Lee Chong. He's my goat. I freak with Lee Chong. I wish that I knew him personally. And there's this dog in the book named Darling. And Darling is like... she sounds like the most exceptional dog of all time. I wish that I could know her and pet her because she seems like... freaking great. But I have Goldie instead, which is okay. What I felt like made this book really unique is you have this story that's being told, and the story is basically like these guys trying to make money so that they can throw Doc a birthday party, and that's basically the plot. And you just follow them doing that, and the way that they make the money is they actually are getting paid by Doc in order to do it, so that they can throw the party without him even knowing. But they go on a frog hunt, and they capture like 1,000 frogs, and that's how they end up funding the birthday party, which is awesome. I wish that I could go outside and catch frogs and make money. Like, that would be a great occupation. But so that's the basic plot line, and then along with that, kind of like interspersed throughout the chapters, it's like a bunch of short stories that detail the kind of place that Cannery Row is. So you get to follow this story, but you also get to learn about the place that it takes place in. And I thought that it was really interesting, and I really just enjoyed these short stories that kind of gave me an idea of this place. Just this very poor and kind of decrepit place with a bunch of people trying to do what they can to stay above water and survive, and just how different they all were from each other. And I thought it was really great. I thought it was really interesting that the character of like this destination of like this city like was such an integral part to the book, and I just really messed with it. Like, I thought it was super dope. I thought it was super cool, and I haven't really read anything that was like that. Like that is about a place rather than just about people, and it's a book that is very much centered around people. As I feel all John Steinbeck's books are, they're all like very deep character studies from what I'm getting. But it was just a place study as well. It was super dope. And this is just like another book from John Steinbeck that is absolutely exceptional. His writing is of course awesome. The way that he writes these characters, he just fills them with so much personality and so much like whimsy. Like they like you just it's just so unique and like benevolent. Like it just feels great to read. It's like I feel like John Steinbeck just like really brings like a lot of light into the world, and I feel like there's a lot of tragedy that is driven into his books, like with East of Eden. Like that's a very tragic book, and there's some tragedy in this one as well. It's definitely more lighthearted in comparison to East of Eden and other books like The Pearl and Of Mice and Men, but I feel like it's just kind of one of those things where it's like things in life are like can be really bad, but you know, without the bad there can be no good. So you need that dynamic in order for good to exist, and I feel like that's kind of just how John Steinbeck writes. It's just like there is bad, but there's always beauty, and his writing is just beautiful. His writing is like a great big glowing light, and it's just like fills up the dark hallways of life just with so much character and so much endearment. And I just always love reading him. So yeah, I mean, I think that really sums up my thoughts on Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. Give it a try, man. Give it a freaking try, because I really liked it, and I think that you will too. Other than that, I'm going to try to go back to bed, and I hope that y'all had a good day, and I hope that y'all get some good sleep, because sleep is important. You know, it's integral to like our bodies functioning and stuff. So make sure you get some good rest tonight. Get enough rest and some good quality sleep. And tomorrow will be a better day. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.